Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nkiru. After my last meet the host video that I did, some people have asked me if they want to take a vacation in South Africa, where would I suggest that they go? So this has prompted this video, and I'm going to be looking at 10
Five beautiful
beautiful places
places.
that you could visit in South Africa. COVID is still on. COVID hasn't ended, but of course, thank God the lockdown has been eased and people could still travel, like, so that the tourism sector is beginning to pick up again, even though not as fully as before COVID. So people can now visit places, people can come down to South Africa and see all of the beautiful places in South Africa, all of the beautiful things that South Africa has to offer. And most people know, I do know, and I'm telling you right now that South Africa is one of the tourist capital of the world here. Remember, South Africa has one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Google it, check it out. Don't take my word for it. So, Cape Town is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Cape Town is in South Africa, so you can check out those things. Don't take my words for those things. Check them out. So, I will be looking at places you could visit in South Africa if you're visiting for the first time and after COVID. So one of them, these are my top choice. This is not from some tourism company or something. These are my top choice from some of the places that I've been to, some of the places that my friends have been to, and some of the places that are highly rated on the internet. My number one might not be your number one, but my number one is Kruger National Park. There is so much to see. There is this closeness to nature in Kruger National Park. And you know, Kruger National Park is home to the big five, the top five, the big five. You know, the big five: the lion, the elephant, the buffalo, the rhino, and the tiger.
Leopard.
Yeah, those are the big five. And Kruger National Park is home to this big five. I was opportune to see three of the big fives when I went there. I was seriously looking out for the rest. Of course, I saw the rhino, I saw the elephant, I saw, okay, I can't remember, but I have a video. I'm going to attach a video of my trip to the Kruger National Park when I visited. So there's this closeness to nature, and if you happen to lodge around there or in there at night, the feeling, the experience is pure bliss. It's out of this world. It's something everyone should experience once in a lifetime. Just imagine you in your lodge, and then you hear all of the sound of the hippos, just hear animals. And when you take a drive at night, do you know the definition of pure bliss? That is the definition of pure bliss. So my number one is Kruger National Park. Now, number two is in Cape Town. Kruger National Park, number one. Number two is in Cape Town, and it's a popular Table Mountain. Yeah, it's a different feeling. It's just a different feeling. I get this adrenaline drive when I'm going there. I get super excited, like a child having a birthday and expecting a birthday cake. That's a feeling I got when I was going to the Table Mountain in Cape Town. And then when you go on the cable train, you just cannot help but have this feeling of, I'm out of this world. That's a so that's the feeling that is the feeling I got. So that's why it's on my number two. Now, number three things that you should do, that you should see in South Africa as a tourist. The city of Joburg. Yes. The city of Joburg, remember, it's the city of gold, Igoli. But now, one thing I like about the city of Joburg is the hustling and bustling. You could just tell the story of the people from using the public transport. If you might want to use a personal car, a taxi, that's okay. But if you're going to if you want to experience the city, you might want to use the public transport, to speak to the local, just experience it. You cannot experience this from a private car. But if you're sitting in the kumbis, the taxis are called kumbis. So if you're sitting in those kumbis, you can interact with the locals and just have a feeling of being a local as well. You just sit in there and enjoy the setting. You have a feel of the culture. So you cannot you shouldn't miss out on visiting the city of Joburg. Now, if you do not want to use the kumbis to have a feel of the place, mix up with the locals, you might want to use one of the sightseeing buses that tourists like to use. You just be up there and then takes you around from point to point to Goldreef City and a whole lot of other places. You will still have you will see the city still, and in most cases there are tour guides there that will tell you this is this is that, this is that. You would see the city of Joburg, and because there are tour guides that would explain things properly, so you might get a bit of education, but you are definitely going to miss out on having that interaction with the locals, which I feel is one thing you should do in your lifetime. Okay, so some people might say, "Oh, we feel the city of Joburg is not safe," and what? Yes, most big cities are not safe. So it is left for you to protect your properties, and just mix up, dress to mix up. You don't want to be in the CBD, that's in the city of Johannesburg, and then you want to look out of place. No, blend in so that you can fit in, so that you can speak to the guys and just see the city in their eye. And when you want to feel among, if you're a guy, you can just use one of the slangs. Just learn some of the slangs. There are some fancy, street slangs that they use around Joseph Town that you would like to use as well. And one of them, remember, I'm not a South African, so if I don't pronounce it properly, do not blame me. You could use Google pronunciation to get the right pronunciation. But one of them, as a guy, you could just be like, "Etada," you know. Yeah, so you could just look for one of those slangs, and as soon as you say it, the person would give you attention. But when you come with uh just when you come with all those fancy way, you want to act all fancy, no one is gonna look at you. They know this one is a stranger. So just try and blend in, pick up a few slangs, blend them. And you can even pick up some of the Zulu words like sambona. When you say to someone, they're gonna give you a listening ear and of course help you out with some of the information that you need. But it's safer to ask security officers for informations and stuff like that. But with your Google map, you can always navigate your way around the city of Joburg. Okay, so that was number two. Now, no, that was number three. Sorry. Number four is still in Joburg, and that is in Soweto, the popular Villa Gaza Street. You don't want to miss out on the street, street of life. That street is a street of history. Now, that street houses the house of the late Nelson Mandela. Yay! African hero, African champion. That's where his house is. So if you go to Soweto, you could go to, Mandela's house is actually a tourist attraction. You would find a lot of people learning history there, seeing things that went down. You could just see even the bed that Mandela slept on. Who would want to sleep on Mandela's bed? Oh my word! Who would want to? You just sleep on some greatness. You wake up and oof, you're a great man. So if you come to South Africa as a tourist, go there. Just they might not allow you to sleep there. I'm just kidding anyway. But you will see the places, you will see some of the things and have a sort of connection with Mandela. You know how it is, you know how great Mandela is, you know how respected Mandela is. So if you have an opportunity to come to South Africa and you don't come to that place, then what kind of South Africa did you come to? So that's number four on my list. And then number five, I have a lot that I want to talk about, but let me choose the one that I would want to do as my number five. Okay, so my number five is Ruben Island. Ruben Island, if you look it up, it's a place where some of the freedom fighters were locked up. Mandela was there for years. So again, to have that closeness to work on Mandela's part, like place where he had worked on, you would see his cell, you would see some of the things he used there. So they are there. It's a beautiful place that's rich in memory, rich in history, that if you do like things like that, you'd want to go to and have a feel of Mandela. When you mention South Africa, Mandela comes to mind. So if you come to South Africa, you don't go to see some of those things that has to do with Mandela, some of the places that Mandela was for years, then I don't know why you came to South Africa. Okay, let me put a bonus. Remember, the wine in South Africa is out of this world. So go for wine tasting. Go for wine tasting. If you don't do that, you did nothing. If you don't do that, you did nothing. Now, another bonus. Oh my word. Why didn't I should have said 10 things to do in South Africa. Now I'm giving two bonuses. Okay, so another one is, please, please, please eat the chisanyama. Chisanyama is the hot hot meat. Braai is also not an English word, right? Yeah, I think braai is an Afrikaans word. So, but what it means is barbecue. For those of you who are going to be tourists in South Africa, so what it means is barbecue. Eat the barbecue. Have the local ones. Don't go have the fancy ones. If you want to taste South Africa, you want to feel South Africa, go to those local chisanyama and have the chisanyama. That is an out of this world experience, something you want to do in South Africa. Don't just come and sit in your hotel and order food. No, that you're going to feel like you are in the same place you came from. The US, the UK, Europe, Nigeria. You're going to feel like you came from those places. Don't sit in your hotel ordering for, can I have some coffee? Can I have some this? No. Go to the street, then you would have experienced South Africa. South Africa is a beautiful place that you can never take away from this country. There are issues, this, that, about foreigners or not, but again, that does not take away the fact that it's a beautiful place. So for those who ask, where can they go to when they come to visit South Africa, this is your answer. And there are other questions that were asked, but I will make a video subsequently about that, explaining those things. So this is where I will be ending this video, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you actually waiting for? Okay, please, please, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get my subsequent videos as I post them. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up and share the video out. Okay, it's not just you who wants to know where to come to in South Africa. There are people also who also want to experience South Africa just like you do. So this is the end of today's video. Bye bye. I think I should. Oh yeah. Are you guys still there? But I said this is the end of the video. Okay. Bye bye once more.